Dear students, in the previous video, you have learned about the mean, median, mode and range. Now, in this video, you are going to learn about bar graph. What is bar graph? A bar chart or a bar graph is a chart with rectangular bars with length proportional to the values that they represent. The bars can be plotted vertically or horizontally. In other words, a bar graph is a representation of the numerical data by using a number of bars or rectangles of uniform width drawn horizontally or vertically with equal spacing in between them. These bars are drawn in such a way that they have uniform and convenient height. Each rectangle or bar represents only one value of the numerical data, and so there are as many bars as the number of values in the numerical data. In order to draw a bar graph, we draw two mutually perpendicular lines on a graph paper. First, the horizontal line is called the x-axis and vertical line is called the y-axis. The point of intersection of both the lines is called the origin. The point of intersection of both the lines OX and OY is called the origin, generally denoted by O. For constructing the bar graphs, there are certain rules which should be followed. First, the graph should always have a title. Secondly, the x-axis, the y-axis and origin should be labeled. Third, a suitable scale should always be mentioned. Fourth, all the bars should be equal in width and spacing between them should be equal. Next, each bar should be labeled to show the individual value that it is representing. To understand it more clearly, let us take an example. In a school of 406 students, the percentage of attendance of students is represented by the following table. We will represent it through a bar graph. Attendance is given 60, 105, number of students are 105. If the attendance is 70%, then the number of students will be 199, 80% 29, 90% 73, and in total we got 406. Now, according to the table, we are going to make a bar graph. Step 1. Take our graph paper and draw two lines OX and OY perpendicular to each other. Secondly, along the x-axis, give the caption as number of students and along the y-axis as attendance. Next, along the x-axis, choose an equal suitable width for each bar according to the space available. Step 4. Choose a convenient scale to determine the height of the bars to represent the attendance. Here we take 1 division to 50 students. Now, by observing the bar graph, it can be concluded that the number of students with 60% attendance is 105. The number of students with 70% attendance is 199. The number of students with 80% attendance is 29. And the number of students with 90% attendance is 73. Thus, a close observation of the bar chart makes the data representation simple and easy. And therefore, bar graph makes data organized, its analysis and interpretation simple. Important points for making a bar graph. First, the axis must be labeled by appropriate name. Second, The graph must be labeled by a title. Third, an appropriate scale must be used with equal intervals. Fourth, the width of all bars must be the same. Fifth, the spaces between two bars must be same. Thank you and have a nice day.